Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine. In previous class, we have discussed from the chapter body movements that what a skeleton, how the skeleton function, and what are the different types of joints. Then we have also discussed the different types of new bones, namely carpals and metacarpals, phalanges we have seen, and what is the main function of backbone, how rib cage is formed. Now the pelvic bones, what is pelvic bones and where they are situated and what are their main function, and we have already seen this all, and along with shoulder bones, collar bones. Okay, now and in a previous class I have discussed what is cartilage and what is muscles with their functions also. Now today I am going to discuss the page number 73 from your NCERT book Science, chapter number 8, body movements, that is page number, here I will discuss page number 73, that is gait of animals. Gait, what is gait? Gait of animals. Here gait means move. Okay, it is another term, it's also known as move. Now in our surrounding there are so many animals are present, but all the animals do not exhibit the same types of movement. They exhibit movement according to their internal structure, whether they have skeleton or not. In spite of skeleton, some animals do not have internal skeleton, so in spite of their skeleton they have some strong muscles. That strong muscles actually helps them for their movement. Okay, so these things we have to keep in mind, that all the animals do not exhibit same types of movement. Now in this subtopic gait of animals, we will be coming to know about the movement of earthworm, snail, cockroach, bird, fish, and how do snakes move. There are different mechanism how they show their movement. Okay, now today I am going to discuss about the gait of animals. Among the gait of animals, how the earthworms they actually move. Okay, have you seen earthworm? Most of you have seen earthworms, and in previous class, means in class 5, you have already learned about earthworm, what is earthworm and how they become the farmer's friend. No? So today I am going to discuss earthworm. In your book page number 73, here you can see activity 5. Observe an earthworm moving on soil in the garden and gently lift it and place it on a piece of blotting or filter paper and observe its movement. You can see the movement of an earthworm in figure 8.18. You can easily see. I will also draw this movement. By drawing this movement, I will show you how they actually move. Okay. Now observe its movement. Now it is now different from that on the paper. Okay. Now in which of the above two surfaces do you find the earthworm is able to move easily? That you have to find out. That is a small experiment. Okay. Now they do not have, earthworms, they do not have internal skeleton. So we can write here they don't have internal skeleton. Okay, internal skeleton. Now how they move? As you can see, the body of earthworm is made of many rings joined end to end. Now the structure of earthworm, how it looks like actually, if this is an imaginary structure of earthworm, here you can see it is earthworm, and that is made of very small rings. Okay, very small rings, very small rings. Ring like structure, that is the structure of an earthworm. Okay, their body possesses many ring joins to end, just like in a large structure we can see as there is a ring, then another ring, then another ring, then another ring. The structure is like this way. Okay, so these are called as rings. Okay, these are known as rings in earthworm. Okay, now, and earthworm does not have bones also, as they do not have internal skeleton, they do not have bones, and it has muscles which helps to extend and shorten the body. So the ring-like structure that possesses that ring-like structure possesses some muscles. So that muscles are attached to that rings that helps in extension and shortening of their body whenever they need. As you know, the main function of muscle is to contraction and relaxation. That is depends on the situation. Whenever it's need contract, it will contract, and when it have to be relaxed, then it will relaxed. Okay. So their ring-like structure possesses some muscles that helps in their contraction and relaxation, means that helps their body to extend and shorten their body. Okay. Now I am drawing this picture how they actually move. Just try to understand this portion. Here I am going to discuss 3 situations. Okay. Just it is a substrate. Here 1 situation, 2 situation, 3 situation. How they actually move. If this is the body of an earthworm, now here you can see ring-like structure are present already in an earthworm. No? In the second picture, that is moved slightly forward, then again making ring-like structure present in them. Okay. Then the next picture that will move forward than the 2 situations that I have drawn above. Okay. Again I am drawing those rings. Actually their structure is in normal way when they are in normal position. This is the structure while contraction and relaxation. Okay. Now the first picture, here you can see that it has muscles that which helps in extend and shorten the body. During movement, earthworm first extends the front part of the body. You can see the front part, this is the front part. This is the front part and this is the rear part. Rear part mean the posterior portion. Okay. Okay, the remaining portion, that is rear part. So during movement, earthworm first extends the front part of the body. So extension takes place in the front part. Here expansion or extension of the muscles which are present in the rings, that takes place in front part, but keeping the rear portion fixed to the ground. Here it is the ground. So the rear portion that is fixed to the ground, only the front portion is extended. Okay, this is occurs in the first case. Now, what occurs during the second step? Now, then it fixes the front and releases the rear end. Then after that, it will fixes the front and that contraction will releases the rear part and that will make it move forward. Okay, that will make it move forward. You can see in the picture from 1 to 2 situation, here earthworms move forward than the figure 1. In the figure 2, earthworm moves forward, more forward than the figure 1. Okay, so here we have seen. Now, then it shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. So when it fixes its front part with the ground, then it actually shortens the body and pulls the rear end to the forward. Okay, and that makes it move forward by a small distance. By this way, they can move forward by a small distance. Okay, so repeating such muscles expansion and contraction, by such expansion and contraction of muscles, their movement takes place. They can move through the soil. Now, one thing is there, their body secretes a slimy substance. Slimy substance, you know, slippery substance. As their body is just moist, their body produces a slimy substance or slippery substance that help in movement. Okay. Now, under their body, it has a large number of teeny bristles-like or hair-like structure under their body in the under surface that's projecting out. That bristles are connected with the muscles present in the rings. So that bristles helps to get a good grip on ground. Okay, that make a good connection with the ground so that they can move easily by a slow movement and they will move forwardly. Okay, I hope you understood this portion. So here I have discussed how the movements of earthworm takes place. You can see the picture. Okay. Now the earthworms actually eats its way through the soil. Its body then throws away the undigested part of the materials that it eats, and this activity of an earthworm makes the soil more useful for plants. As you know, that is why the earthworms are called farmer's friend. Earthworms, what they do? They loosen the soil, and when they will loosen the soil, then air can easily passes through that loose portion of the soil, and when air and water will easily passes through that loose portion, then it can easily become aerated. Soil easily become aerated, you know. Okay, then they also decompose the dead plant and animals and make them humus. You know, humus is very humus make the soil more fertile, you know. So they also responsible for making humus. That is why they are called farmer's friend, and their droppings is also full of humus. That is that makes the plants more grow fruitfully. Okay. So I hope you understood. If you have any problem, you can ask me in the e-portal. In the next 2 classes, I will further discuss the movement of other animals that is already in your book. Okay, students, that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.